Hi, I'm Raymond Hegarty, intellectual property strategist. I help executives create and execute strategies that enhance their firm's intangible value and eliminate IP risks, allowing them to focus on running their business. Today, I'm going to tell you about 5 steps to build your IP strategy. So the 5 steps to build your IP strategy are based on the 5 letters RACE, RACER, and they stand for recognition, audit, concrete action plan, execution, and review. Allow me to break this down. Recognition. The first step is for management to recognize that there's a potential IP gap and that something needs to be done. This recognition can be triggered in different ways. It can be due to internal awareness by management that IP is important. Alternatively, the recognition can be in response to external pressure, such as urging from investors to tighten up on IP protection. Or it could be prior to entering into crucial discussions with powerful IP-savvy customers. It could come from increased competitive activity by rival firms, and sometimes it can be triggered by accusations of infringement of third-party intellectual property. Audit. A broad intellectual capital audit will cover intangible assets under the headings of human capital, which covers competencies and key skills, relational capital, for example, customer supply chain relationships, and structural capital, including trade secrets and formal intellectual property. The audit follows a structure that examines assets, ownership, contracts, risks, and governance. This audit will identify the firm's strengths and highlight weaknesses and potential threats. The results of the audit will suggest areas to focus on in a concrete action plan and will also provide a baseline from which to measure improvements. Concrete action plan. The concrete action plan tends to flow naturally from the audit. Typically for technology firms, the quickest wins will be in the areas of trade secret protection and invention discovery leading to patenting activity. Trade secrets exist without the need for registration. In law, there are 3 characteristics of trade secrets, namely 1, they're not generally known, 2, they are of commercial value because they're secret, and 3, that reasonable steps have been taken to protect their secrecy. To avail of protection under European laws and other national laws, the firm will have to keep evidence of all 3 characteristics of the trade secrets. So one step of the concrete action plan is to identify and classify the firm's trade secrets. For each of the identified trade secrets, the firm must assemble evidence to support the 3 characteristics listed here. Patents are a route to recognizing and protecting valuable inventions. Protection will be achieved through the following process. Invention mining is the identification of inventions the firm has created that could be candidates for patent applications. Invention disclosures are capturing the details of each invention on a separate invention disclosure form, which becomes the written record that forms the basis for subsequent patent applications. Each invention disclosure is reviewed to assess its suitability as patentable subject matter. It is compared with the current state of art, and novel features are identified. If any invention is considered potentially patentable, it will be drafted in a format suitable for submission to the relevant patent office. And then the filing of the patent application with the appropriate national or international patent office completes this process. Execution. The Chief Technology Officer will typically have ultimate ownership of the IP enhancement process. In busy, innovative firms, where there are multiple demands on the CTO, it's common to allocate responsibility for execution to someone who reports to the CTO. If the invention disclosures are being created, that person should have 3 characteristics. 1, an excellent understanding of the technology. 2, the ability to write well. And 3, trusted access to the CTO for rapid decisions. Execution around trade secret protection usually yields some positive surprises. As the team builds the catalogue of trade secrets, previously invisible intangible assets are identified and made visible. This raises the appreciation of intangible value. Review. When a logical racer process is followed, the review will assess the effectiveness of execution against the baseline established in the audit. The racer process is an iterative learning environment. As inventors deal with questions during the patent drafting process, they will find their IP awareness increasing. Active participation in this process will enhance the IP sophistication of everybody involved, and this will lead to alertness to further opportunities to reduce IP risks and enhance intangible value. So, is this a one-time process or a cycle? A project to enhance IP strength often starts out as a one-time process beginning with recognition and ending with review. In a dynamic, innovative firm, this linear process will address IP gaps that initiated the project. Furthermore, during the process, the team will move up the learning curve in understanding intangible value. So the one-time process of recognition, audit, concrete action plan, execution, and review leads to a higher awareness of possibilities for further improvement in intangible value. This awareness feeds into the recognition of other opportunities, and the one-time breakthrough process can become a cycle that continues to enhance intangible value. If you like this video, please do me a favor, click like and share. Subscribe to this channel and click the link below to go to my blog to get more free information like this. Thank you.